Hello, my name is Monte. Welcome to the Fragrant Juice, where we talk about everything fragrance. And in this installment, I have a really special treat for you. Now, I learned about this fragrance by watching a fellow content creator, Justin Copeland. Shout out to him. He raved about how great this fragrance was, and when I was at Nordstrom about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I no, actually earlier this month, about 2 weeks ago, I saw this at Nordstrom and I put it on the tester and I was amazed by it. So we are going to be speaking about the House of Chris Collins African Rooibos. Hopefully that's how you African Rooibos from the House of Chris Collins. Hopefully my camera picks that up. And what I can say about this is you're in for a stellar fragrance here. This really blew my mind. This is like, rarely from fragrances do I get a wow moment, but that's what this did here. And I'm gonna tell you why in this video. So what you can expect in this review, I'm gonna go over what the notes are to my nose, what longevity and performance was like on my skin. Keep in mind that it's going to be different for everybody else, but I've given this a full wear multiple times. I'll give you some idea of that, who I think this is for, and I'll give it a rating, a juice score. And hopefully through that process, you will determine if African Rooibos, I cannot say that properly, African Rooibos is the right fragrance for you and could be your next or your signature scent. So without further ado, let's get to it. It really doesn't like that, does it? It doesn't like that maroon is clashing with the camera, but we'll get it. So yeah, that's this here. So right off the rip with this one, the packaging with Chris Collins, this is my first Chris Collins, is great. I got the 50 ml here, really pleasant and simple, simplistic type of design here. So in the air, atomizer is really great. You get a nice amount of juice there. And in the air with this one, you're met with some slight spiciness that's almost cinnamon-like, but it's a bit subdued. And then that almost spicy tea accord is the star of the show the entire time. If you've never had African Rooibos tea, what you can expect with it, it's a spicy type of tea that has a slight sweetness, is exactly what this smells like. And what this reminds me of like 2017. Around that time, I really got into making my own loose leaf type of tea. And I don't know if you remember the brand Tivana. They had a Tivana at one of the local malls near me. And I went in there one day and I picked up some different loose leaf type of teas. And I think one of them was African Rooibos and Rooibos, I think that's how you say it. And I really enjoyed like the ritual of drinking the tea and making it in these cups that you make the tea inside of, and you would get this rock sugar and all that. And I really enjoyed that through 2017. And that's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of drinking some amazing tea, having some good times, just that coziness and warmth that comes from it. So let me put this on skin as well. So this fragrance has that spiciness in the top. In the mid is the star of the show, is that tea accord that's spot on, photorealistic to African Rooibos tea. And there's a elegance to this. This is mature, this is sophisticated, this is refined. I definitely see this leaning more masculine, but a woman could pull it off because there's a sweetness here, there's a sensuality, there's mystery, there's warmth. And the tea accord and the way that it melds with the spiciness in the opening and in the mid, this fragrance wafts around. It has great sillage. People will smell you, but it will not be unpleasant. I haven't had anybody around me not like this scent. It definitely sparks conversation. It gets attention if that's what you're looking for. But above all else, you're gonna like how you smell. And even more than that, you're gonna like how you feel. This fragrance makes me feel great. It's cozy, it's warm, it's inviting, it's spicy, it's got some sexiness to it. It's versatile. It could do a lot of things. And as you move past the mid, this goes in the dry down. There's a tonka bean type of sweetness. So it's not super sweet, but there's a slight tonka bean, vanilla type of dry down that's very pleasant. And even throughout that dry down, you still have that tea. You still have the spiciness of the African Rooibos tea accord and the leafiness of the tea that rounds this out. There's a freshness here that is not powdery either. But there is a tinge of some freshness with some, I think it's cardamom in this, that makes it so versatile. When I talk about longevity and performance, on my skin, I kid you not, I got a solid 9 hours or more with this. Spray this at 6:30 a.m. I could still smell myself at 8 p.m. later that evening after a full day of work, moving around. I'm catching whiffs the entire time. I'm getting sillage for 5 to 6 hours. I kid you not. This is a beast mode performer, but it's not gonna choke anybody out. People are gonna like how you smell. You're gonna like how you smell. This is amazing. Signature scent worthy. Signature scent worthy. Newsflash, this is my new signature scent until further notice. Chris Collins is the man. I paid for this with my own money, and I'm telling you, this is one of the best smelling fragrances. I have quite the collection that I've been building up and doing reviews. This is top 5 best fragrance I've ever smelled, and I've smelled Creed, I've smelled Parfums de Marly, I've smelled a lot of high quality stuff from niche to designer. This is a top 5 banger of a fragrance. I got this 50 mil for $175, worth every penny. If you can ever find it on a discount or in sale, I'll have links in the description where I could receive a commission. However, you cannot go wrong with picking this up. If you want something that's sexy, sensual, has some spiciness, has some mystery a little bit, but a crowd pleaser, and you will love how you smell, you should consider this one. When it comes to who this is for, I think it leans more masculine, but this is versatile. Men and women can wear it. I think it's more of a mature scent, however, so I would say adults only, 30 and up is going to be the target demographic that I think it will work for. But if you're in your 20s and you're tired of designer and you're tired of wearing what everybody else wears, you should check this out. This has appeal that could work for a lot of people. 30 and up, I would say, when to wear it, anytime you like. This would work in the office. This would work on a date. This would work in a meeting. This would work in any scenario. This is a signature scent worthy. Cold weather, spring, summer, it doesn't matter. There's freshness in here, slight spiciness, and tonka bean, so it's not too sweet. This is super versatile, can be worn in any situation. That's why I say signature scent worthy. And if you haven't already guessed, when it comes to a rating, juice score for this is a masterpiece of perfumery. I do not have any knocks on this. So this is getting a rare juice score from me of 10 out of 10. We're getting 10 out of 10 for Chris Collins, African Rooibos. It is banger. Even if you don't like tea, you still should check this out because it has that spiciness, it has that tonka bean. This is a stellar fragrance. You cannot go wrong with this stuff. I mean, I cannot say it enough. Yeah, that's been my review of African Rooibos by Chris Collins. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm not just saying this. I want people to find their signature scent. You do not have to have all of these different type of fragrances. I want you, above all else, to find that fragrance that speaks to you. And for me, it's Chris Collins, African Rooibos. I haven't had anything that smells like this. This makes me feel and smell, and just kind of the aura that I have when I have this on, it's me. At this point in my life, this is how I want to present in the world. I like things that are refined. I like to wear, blazers. I like to dress in a way that's somewhat business casual. This is my vibe. This is my style. And this is perfect for that. Professional settings, business meetings, people who are on the go, traveling or going to destinations. You could wear this in so many different places, and it's amazing for that. If you like this content and you like this review, please do me a favor, like and subscribe and share it with somebody who you think will get value. Have you ever smelled African Rooibos from Chris Collins? If you did, I would like to hear from you. I want to know what you think about this fragrance. I love it if you don't know already. And do you like tea in fragrances? I'm just now starting to realize that I do like tea when done right in fragrances. I've smelled a couple fragrances where the tea note was a bit off-putting, but it's done very well here. The leafiness, how it wafts around, how it gives you that cozy, warm vibe, very well done. This is going to be good for the wintertime as well. And yeah, that's all I got for you in this one. I can't recommend any other scents because this one's so unique. There's no other scent that I know of that accomplishes this type of vibe. But this is a one-of-one masterpiece of fragrance, 10 out of 10 for Chris Collins African Rooibos. You should at least get a sample of this, put your nose to it. Trust me, you will like what you smell. I guarantee it. And hey, that's all I got for you in this one. So remember, your neighbor's nose is a terrible thing to annihilate. So make sure today you grab something great and you give it a few sprays. And until next time, peace.